welcome to Walk the Talk with Balbi. Today I am with this very famous father-daughter duo, architect Kiran Gala and associate
Designer.
Sonam Gala Gosalia. Hi Kiran sir, hi.
Hi.
Sonam. Welcome to Walk the Talk with
Thank
Balbi.
you so much.
Thank you very
Really
much.
excited to be there.
I am so excited that I finally got this opportunity
I know.
with you all.
It went a little too long, but
Yeah.
I think somehow sometimes better is now.
I know. I'm
Now is
so
the time,
glad.
yeah.
And your home is so beautifully made. And I think I want to start from here that, how did you all land up designing this home? Like, how did it all begin? To make it like this beautiful. I mean, I don't feel I'm sitting in India. Literally.
Thank you.
Thanks for the compliment. I think the space itself, it came by fluke to us. The builder has a very typical 3 bedroom on each floor, and it was insufficient to us. We wanted 4, and if you buy 2 floors, then it is a 6 bedroom. So obviously they were of no use to us. And then he came up with the solution, said, "I'll do something. Don't worry. Let it go ahead." And we didn't know what he is going to do, but finally, almost it was constructed 3/4 of the building, and then he's telling Kiran, "I've made a duplex for you. So one part will be double height, which is one and only in this entire building, which is most premium in this location, and hence you will get your choice of bedrooms. So no extra bedroom, but 2 bedroom we chopped off and made this double height. So we got this double height, and I think so
Yeah.
that really was the plus point to create everything.
Beautiful, very beautifully made. I mean, what's the story behind making how you've made it, you've designed it?
I think
I
that
just
was,
met your client.
Yeah.
Your mom, I know.
Yeah.
I love the way she said that, I am the client and I
Yeah.
have to have it my way.
It's a very strict
That was
brief,
amazing.
Yeah.
And we would have these conversations in office. So she would come in office and she'd be like, now you have to sit with me and have a meeting with me. What are we doing where? This is how it would go. We would never have a conversation at home regarding what is coming where. In office, it would be absolutely professional, I think.
Actually, yes.
She was a client who apparently didn't pay us, but that's about it. She paid us in kind.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, but allowing us to showcase this home to lots of our friends and lots of our potential clients, and we bring them. Of course, even other than that, we host small parties and everything with our near and dear ones. But yes,
But I think the idea was to make the space home. And given that we've designed so many houses around, we wanted something that would stand out, be a little bit more humble.
and
a little
also
bit-
more arty. Really, we all like myself, she, even my daughter and my son Deep. We all love that art, which is generally last choice for normal clients. But here we were collecting all these years, all the possible art wherever we would go.
But also
maybe-
something connected to our roots. Like, we did
Yeah,
Gujarat,
obviously.
we did Kutch.
Yeah.
So all these places, if we go, first we go to that kabadi khana.
Yeah.
Who is the scrap dealers? Who is that?
Like,
or yeah, we
all
go
the
to
lights
all
in this
these
house
places.
are all old. We've not bought in like
Antiques,
nothing.
you
Yeah,
mean?
antiques. It's all
Yeah.
either
We
from
will
the
go to-
ships or
yeah.
either from the palaces.
Yeah,
And,
from Barcelona we went. We'll search first where is that kabadi khana chor bazaar जिसको हम बोलते हैं. So that, or to London, where is that flea market where you can select something very different.
So even this clock is an antique
Yeah,
piece?
very much.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
Normally you always get that, but here it's like type where you also have the dates.
Ah.
So you have all these dates changing as per your 24 hours circulation. Normally you have minutes and hours, and that way.
Yeah, yeah.
But here it has this, and every 7 days we have to give traditionally
Mind it,
typical
yeah.
So
binding.
sweet.
And it has always that very nice chime which keep happening every half hour and 1 hour.
So it's something very different, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like the moment I entered this room, like, oh, wow.
So this is very differently picked. Yeah. It's like-
Lovely. So KGA also providing expertise in the field of architecture, especially for private homes. How did this happen?
So this one, actually we were purely interior design firm, but then we realized when we worked in, like, my career started from Kanpur, my most of those time, and then of course the architect would come from Delhi. They would do a lot of time. They would provide half the drawing or just the drawing sitting in the office, and a lot of clients' requirement they had to differ, and then we would say, अरे यार उनको अभी ये कमरा बड़ा चाहिए, छोटा चाहिए. How do we manage that? They would send us, okay, send us your drawing. We would try and put this. They would do at their own ease, their own time. Here the work was hampering, and then our client would say, "अरे यार, just do it ना. दीवार तो हटाना है, यहाँ से वहाँ आप हटा दीजिए, आप कर दीजिए काम, हम लोग आगे बढ़ जाते हैं." Same thing happened in Delhi. Somewhere I see lots of people just they are very rigid in their thoughts without understanding the client's need. So when we doing interior design, we are interacting with them so much, their day-to-day needs, their really a living style, how they want, and there were always changes and changes and changes would not come on a time. Finally, we decided, let's jump in this niche segment, which is really needed a special attention. And I think we started, and luckily we could really put something which is there and which is really showing both the advantage to the client, because
So
they
I think it
save a lot
flows
of
very
time,
well.
and a lot of our interior is very much relevant to what we do in exterior.
Yes, I
So
think
it's
the
like a
language is the
handy
same, interiors and architecture, and it's done by one person. So I think as a
Yeah, as a
structure,
whole,
like a homogeneous
one
structure,
project, it really works better.
yeah, absolutely.
So what made you take up designing?
I got attracted to it at a very early on age, like from first, second standard. Office would be in the garage in the building,
Yeah.
and the first stop would be not to go home but to go in the office. And I had
Ah.
like my own board, and I would sketch things over there, and the associates would, teach me how to do like the rotring pen,
Yeah,
and I would
yeah.
blueprint my plan and show it to dad. I made a house.
Oh, wow.
So I think since then, I don't think it's ever occurred to me that I want to do anything else.
I think
guess it
from
was just-
fourth or fifth already, I think she was like sitting only at sometimes in a washroom, and from there, that I think ऐसे नहीं ऐसे होना चाहिए था. What do you think? And then
So cute.
we would, okay, we'll do it. Don't worry.
How nice.
So yeah, I think that.
So, Kiran sir, with you working with Sonam closely, and that too the best and respected in the business, what's a typical day like at work and at home?
My day of course starts. Luckily, we are very much blessed to have an office very nearby, hardly 5-7 minutes walk, and that makes really traveling convenient. Normally, a lot of people get a good time in between, and they can prepare and think, here I just have to walk and I'm there in my office. But yeah, typical day starts nicely. We have one common practice, as we are there in office by everyone comes by 10:30, and we have a common
It's very
prayer.
neat.
We all join together and we do a common prayer, and we just seek the
Lovely.
blessings of the God and Ma Saraswati and everyone. So that we do, and then yes, then everything routine starts, like lots of follow-ups, feedbacks, new planning, new development, what is happening. And Monday, as a rule, we have made it a practice that Monday, if I'm in India, I have to be in my office. It's fixed. And I think that's working nicely to us, the entire week's ka routine, because then everyone is on travel or out or anything. So we get to know what is happening with Karen. And Tuesday, we rest of the planning and everything. But then generally, the entire week passes away. You never know
I
how,
know.
because this field is so interesting, so creative. Every day there is something new. A lot of events. Sometimes Acetech is here, sometimes Acetech is there, and then you going around the globe, and then you see
Others.
lot of good things happening. You meet a very different set of people and the minds you read. So yes, it's giving a very much insight of entire humankind and development, creativity, and everything. And of course, Saturday anywhere we are back home. Sunday, of course, it's a family day with definitely near and dear ones, and it goes by. Before we know, it's already Monday.
I know. What about you, Sonam? How has it been before and after marriage?
Uh, distance is one major Not an issue, but yeah, it's a major thing. So up till recently, I was always coming to office, and then luckily, then Dad
No.
got me a space closer to
No.
home.
Oh,
So
so
now I have a
sweet.
space at Altamount Road, which is closer to my house. It takes me 10 minutes again. I'm closer to my son, so I think that was a biggest blessing.
I know.
And so now I probably don't get to meet him as often. It's again maybe once a week, I guess.
Max.
Max,
That too,
max
max.
once a week, instead of meeting him every day.
Yeah.
But obviously, yeah, we're on the phone and we're doing a lot of projects together, and every project is run by him. So we're still obviously in touch. Yeah, but it's good. I feel distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Just imagine someone saying this living in Bombay.
Bombay, yeah.
We are going to discuss this after the interview is done. So, how has the field of architecture, Sonam, and design changed over the years? What changes in trends do you foresee in the years to come?
I think India as a country has suddenly upgraded their lifestyle in a couple of years, I feel. I can see that change coming. I think it's mostly coming from the younger generation because now I'm dealing with younger people as well. So I feel like that sort of respect has been earned by the parents and they get that freedom to do whatever they want to do as well. Um, so then I like coming from this sort of a second generation, I feel I'm more connected to somebody who's my age, and I feel I can talk to them about everything, and it's good.
Yeah, of
you
course,
know,
it's very good, very
Yeah.
healthy.
yeah, I mean, you don't have to be formal,
Understand, yeah.
and that whole way of working has changed. The Zoom calls have gotten in, so obviously your travel time is cut down a little bit. People are happy to do
Yeah.
it much more. So, instead of you going just for that 2 hours of meeting or traveling the whole day, it's obviously cut down and it's become a little bit more faster.
Correct.
People are open to all of that. I think it's been great, I feel, over the years.
What about you, sir? What do you have to say?
Big change is the mindset. Before that, like I started almost like 38 years now in this field where my own practice. But at that time, I see the elderly people in the house, those who were like, the जो हम जिनको बोल सकते हैं बाप लोग. So those people used to take decision like authority. Absolutely, you are authority. ये decision लिया है खत्म. No younger would be
Asking people.
involved or ये चीज. But now, I think both the mindset. Now these people are definitely. अरे बेटा अभी तुम लोग समझो. If those young boys and those who are married, घर में बहू आई है, that they would ask, now you handle it. आप लोग समझ लीजिए क्या करना है, how you want to live, and you decide. You know
Hand
everything
over
now.
responsibility. Yeah.
So they have handed over this to the next generation, understanding that they know all the subject much better than what they can understand. So realizing that and adopting that, both the things it has happened. Imagine no one would at that time amount cash check जो भी कर रहे हैं वो उस टाइम पे वो लोग करते थे. Now no you do it, and those young generation knows where to put how much funding, where to cut short. Like she's doing one house very clearly, that young lady जिनके फादर का साथ में हम लोग ने काम किया. Now that young girl is Sonam, we want to reserve this much fund for the art. We will do all this for the art. Rest, this is my fund. Now you spread how you want it. This
It's much more clear.
so
there's
very
clarity.
clear agenda,
Yeah.
very clear, and so your focus is so good. You can really go ahead very nice.
I think that's because of the exposure they have got,
Absolutely.
thanks to the parents at the end of
Yeah,
the day
Yes, actually.
who have actually given them this
Yes,
exposure.
yes.
But
It
it's
makes a
changed,
lot of
yeah.
difference.
And people
It makes
want
a
to
lot
make
of
an effort to,
Yes.
spend money or live a better lifestyle. They want to come to a better building. All of that has changed from the builder's point of view also. Everybody. Like I think it's a
I
sort of
think
an
post-COVID,
ecosystem.
COVID also made a lot of difference.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because people actually have lived in their homes in
And
those
now,
1.5,
yes.
2
Yeah.
years.
And they've
Yes.
realized.
Some have literally, I mean, most of us have lived quarantined in our
Yeah.
bedrooms.
I know.
So everyone has, every corner of the house has actually been felt and realized that, okay, they valued what it is to make their own home, and
Okay.
that's why they are coming forward and making their own
So
Yeah.
home.
now you see everywhere the luxury segment construction is very much in demand. You go to Kolkata, there is a lot of demand for a good oversized house, you can say. Previously, just counted कितना ही घर चाहिए. Now, no, 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet extra हो, that is what needed.
Correct.
इतना घर तो minimum होना चाहिए.
Like
So,
amenities
like,
are needed in the building. Everyone's
Yeah.
Yes.
interested in knowing
So-
now what else.
Exactly. What more can
Yeah.
be given? So, what is the biggest challenge faced by architects and designers?
challenge.
Any episode, any experience that you want to talk about?
I'll talk in general. Experience, I think we as a fraternity, everybody must be having
I'm sure.
their own challenges and they must be overcoming those challenges. Everyone knows that how to handle that. But one thing what we facing nowadays, two things. From the client side, is the most problematic is the Pinterest and
Like
Insta.
Pinterest boards and Instagram.
People have so much of exposure and that is really troubling a lot to really to everyone. They just no, we want something like this, we want this is up. Sometimes it is so irritating that people, of course I have not, but in my colleagues they have spent like 5-7 years in architecture, then maybe 5 years getting experience, so around spending 10 valuable years of their life, and they're doing something, and someone just because he's a client or he's a client's son or daughter, and they say no, this is not looking nice. We appearing in an exam with all the preparation, and जो inspection जो कर रहे हैं, they may not be even 1 year का experience, and they just either reject your plans or give marks to you without understanding and thinking in depth that what thought process has been made. Everything is there is when architect do something, it is a lot of planning, efforts,
Yes.
thought process goes
You all
there.
go into the depth of it. Obviously,
And
that's what you're here for.
नहीं ये अच्छा नहीं है, ये तो समझ में नहीं है, इसको चेंज करो, ये कैंसिल करो. Just because they are seeing, they are open and exposed to thousand and lakhs of images on Insta, they don't know why something is looking
But
on
also-
what perception.
But
what
also,
says.
like in one of the sites that we were doing, she's like, no, I want this particular color, or this color what you've selected doesn't look good, and let's do this. And I'm like, yeah, fine, let's do it. Now, once I think, now the finishing stage is there, and then she's realized, no, you know what, the color that you've given before, let's work with that. And I was like, sure. I mean, then in your head you go like, why would you want to give your opinions? Because eventually you
True.
know it's going to look like this,
Correct.
But then they also realize that when the house goes on and they be like, oh, you know what, you were right. That,
I'm glad they realized, because at
Yeah,
the end
that's
of
what-
the day, if they have hired the services of
Correct.
professionals,
Truly.
I think they should just give their pointers that these are things.
Yeah.
This is how we live.
yeah, the specifications.
Make it better,
are great.
or
Yeah. Now,
this is
now
how
you're
it
making
is.
a point. To the extent, yes, you are our boss, you are our client, but at the end of the
To a
day,
certain point.
we are the captain of this flight.
Yeah.
Once the key is in our hand, we are the final decision maker, yes or no. You
So
decide.
was this said to Mrs. Gala also?
See? Don't,
Yeah,
don't,
please tell me.
don't feel jealous of our happy married life. We are saying nicely. And she might be listening there, so I can't say anything off the record, yes. No, but genuinely, after seeing all the houses where generally we go and see, she had one very valid point, and I think we were all on same page. That no, we don't want that Italian marble look. We don't want that
Yeah.
glossy. The entire house is we have not used that flooring or anything. Yes, I wanted some clean bathroom, so I said at least bathroom we will have Italian marbles or Indian marble, but marble. But then she agreed to that.
But I saw your powder bathroom also has the arty touch
Yeah.
with the wash basin and all that. I mean,
So,
it's somewhere the house looks like it's got a very pretty touch of art, and it's a good mix.
she never objected to that. she agreed to all that things. Okay, that you do whatever you wish, but no marble and especially this.
I think
But
I think the houses that we make, what we're trying to do is maybe not follow Pinterest or a trend particularly.
I agree.
Is
yeah.
what we've kind of, I think what I've learned from him is you make a house that stands the way it is for the next 10 years and you're not bored of it. You know,
True.
the idea of following a trend is after 2 years you might get bored of something.
Because
So,
trend changes
trend
when you feel.
changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not like
Anything
a.
in trends,
See, that-
whether it's fashion or it's
Everything, yeah,
interior.
yeah.
So, Balbir, there is very big difference between fashion and an art.
100%. Art
Fashion
is
immediately will strike you and you would say, wow, immediately, yes. But as fast it comes, the same speed it goes off.
the faster the wow, the
The-
faster like, oh, I'm done.
But the art, you live with some paintings, you to understand and
They
to be
grow
with
on.
that, you might take 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. But the more you get to see these paintings, then you would learn slowly that
Sure.
art hits you in a longer time but stays for years.
Forever. But it's like, I would say an example that maybe the houses that we make are like Banarasi saris, right? They take a little time to make.
And they are forever.
They're forever.
Yeah.
Wow, I
So
love that
is
example.
what you're trying to,
True,
you
true.
know, accomplish with all the houses I think so far that we've
Makes
done.
sense. Yeah.
And we still love that handmade things, all hand-woven, handcrafted,
Yeah.
the furniture and everything where, you know, lot of your sweat is gone, lot of
Correct.
uske upar mehnat kara hai. We love that things.
So basically, you all are in favor of the handicrafts and
Very
Indian
much.
artisans.
And yes,
Yeah.
we
Like
must
carpenters,
utilize them.
POP,
We,
everything.
till now, I think,
Karigars,
yes,
yeah.
real karigari. We must have really promote. India is full of art. Every corner you go and you can inspire by, you can see such a beautiful art.
Like break
Just-
bread with them, I think.
Yeah.
You know, we eat on site, I think, with everybody. And, you know, it's always been like that, I guess.
Lovely. So we would love to hear from you of a problem which you saw as an opportunity and came up with a creative solution.
So yes, I think she is handling one very nice site in Dubai, which is really a huge house.
Okay.
But somehow, unfortunate part, I think the construction is made and everything, and we feel that a lot of really good
Space
could
has
have
gotten
been
wasted.
created. A lot of spaces are wasted. There's no utilized, unmanaged something. Just it's there, like huge bathrooms, but all are same, typically same. If you see 6 or 8 bathrooms, they all are same without any change. This same utha karke cut, copy, paste. It's all same. I don't know what reason, but it has been made, and we see as a creativity, 1000% better could have been made out of it.
But I think even the client has realized that, you know, we want to make these changes, and now
Yes.
he's incorporating all of these
Yeah,
changes.
so now we try to
So,
shuffle them, get
yeah.
them new look, completely a little bit changes. Of course, Dubai is not so easy because every time you put them again, it goes to the authority and sanction. But we're trying to do that, and we are very hopeful that all the drawbacks would be turned into the positive points.
I'm
Yes.
sure the positive attitude is
Yeah.
definitely going to make it happen. I'm
Yes,
sure
yes,
about it.
Yes, always.
So other
That's
than
what-
Dubai, which are the other countries you are or want to explore, work in?
already.
I am,
London.
yeah, like I've done London apartments before.
How was it?
Good, great. I think it's a great experience. The style of working is different. You get to learn so many new things, and you know, honestly, that house was. I had to go and hunt for people. Like I didn't know which contractor to take, which this one to take. I mean, I've literally gone everywhere, and I've, you know, gotten people to do a good job. And you know, luckily, just I think recently I went and I saw the house, and it's been 5 years since I've done both the apartments. I went and I just saw it, and you know, the thing is, I left a coffee table on the table like this, and I've kept a painting and I've kept an artifact. It's exactly the way it is. And I spoke to the client, and I was like, it's exactly the way I left things. So yeah, well, you know, she was like, no, we click pictures and we keep. So you know, however you kept it, we keep it back again.
Oh!
Left it.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not been moved. You know, it's been like 5
Yeah.
years, and I felt so happy. And I was like, I have done something so good that it's still the way it is. In the,
That's
you know,
awesome.
the
the,
next
the
year.
Such an
last,
encouraging
last part,
feeling.
she did the second apartment. When she did, she was carrying.
Yeah, I think I was
And
7 months pregnant,
7 months,
and I
and then
gave like the
she
handover.
went there, and we buying some things, artifacts,
Putting
and everything, and
everything. I wanted
collecting
to
and
give
putting
the
on
house, you
Before
know,
you
and on
did
that
before.
credit only, she just got just now again 2 more apartments to do it. So she
In
started.
London again?
Yeah.
Lovely,
So
congratulations.
yeah. So she's again doing that. So one is a big double joint together, and one is a single apartment. So they,
Lovely.
after doing that, they realize that what really that house is looking so beautiful. Said, "नहीं Sonam, आप करेगा." And as a father, you know the best compliment what I got. First home they had called me कि किरण भाई अपने को काम करना है लंदन का ये करेंगे. I said I can't do that. Sonam will do that. As you wish. Ultimately you will be responsible. As yes everything I'll be responsible. They did. And this time Sonam calling me one day, Dad, you know this uncle had called me up saying लंदन का घर का काम अपने को करना है. That 2 apartments we want to do it. You plan it urgently and you fly to London now.
Aww.
You know that is the best compliment that they directly now approached her.
That's amazing.
So that's the best thing that I really loved.
That's amazing. What a great feeling
Yes.
for him.
Yeah, truly.
So how does it feel working in India and abroad? Like, is there any difference in the way of working, functioning? Like you said, you had to the first time you looked for contractors, but
Yeah.
now you must be having a set ready.
Yeah.
But how is it to deal with them and to deal with the people here?
It's more professional there, but also they're very rigid. So even if I want to change, say, an electrical point like by 2 inches, I can't do it.
Oh, okay.
So you know, it's everything is pre-designed, everything is pre-ordered. So you know, you actually get to see the house 6 months later on where everything is assembled together. Now, nobody works on site over there, so there's no site culture as such.
Okay.
Apart from the civil work,
Apart from the your
Basic.
bathroom,
In the
Bathrooms
beginning
electrical
and
and
the
bathrooms and kitchen, basic things,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
is a civil
other than
thing.
that, everything else is factory made.
Okay.
So you have to be extremely sure about what you're doing because eventually it can't
MM to
go wrong.
MM to MM. It has to be so precise.
Yeah, it's very like precise. Like before you release your drawings, it's when you're like, okay, 6 inches here, there.
ये
we
पसंद
move it
नहीं आया,
to
change
those.
करो.
No. So it's all so that's why I think the site also takes longer here because
Yeah.
but then I feel like here, even if you think that something can be made better, you can still do it. Over there, you can't do anything.
There's no second chance, at least
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
project.
Yeah, nothing at all. It's done, it's done.
Ordered, done, it will come. You just be happy what
Yeah,
you
cross your fingers, it fits, and it's done.
So, what is the biggest size project you have done?
So far, Dubai is gonna be the biggest. It's an 80,000 square feet space.
Wow.
It's huge. Luckily, we've got it. But yeah,
awesome.
planning to nail it.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
So, what have you learned about the design importance? What is the importance of design as per you?
I think.
1 minute, I'll say something. She will say, but yes. You know, one thing, every design, for that matter, minimum, it is created twice. First in your mind,
Yeah.
and then on your paper, and then it goes on that. Nothing in the world is without design. Everything and anything. You take simple anything from your morning start, be it your bed covers, bed sheets, you get up, your slippers, your toothpaste, your shower, your bathroom handles, knobs, everything is a design. There is nothing without the design.
Correct.
So we, in totality, we living with design, and this design has its own beauty. Whatever it is there, may be good for you, may not be good for me, but first appearance is that design. You know, lot many now, all the master chefs and cooking and everything. Now they know and they saying what is that first thing that everyone eats first with your eyes, second maybe with the nose, and maybe lastly with your tongue, which may not be was there before few years. So first is your presentation, how the design. So there is a design in there also.
Correct.
So design is everything. It has, and every design teaches you to evolve to the next. I tell everyone in my office when they say, "Hey, yaar, same standard size of bedroom, कैसे कितना how much changes we can do?" I said, listen, you take an example of a wristwatch. Maybe 2 inches by 2 inches, maybe. And there must be thousands and thousands or maybe lakhs of design available in your wristwatch. They have so much constraint. They can't do oversize, they can't do many materials, they can't go beyond certain things. And the main function is to see the time that has to be up here.
Correct.
It has to be so much easy, lightweight, or whatever. So much controlled restrictions. But still, people have never tired of giving you the so many design options.
Correct.
And here you getting the room size 200 square feet or 300 square feet minimum, and we cream that, oh, this is the same space and wow, what else we can create. I don't understand this ideology. You have man hundreds of material to play with, and I think we should be blessed that you're getting day by day challenges that how best we can do a next step.
Correct.
I think that is.
Sonam, what is your take on?
I think details are what make the design.
True.
That is something that, you know,
So-
never overlooking it. I mean, learn from him only. Like, you know, where the beam coming, where the column coming, you just can't show it. And, you know, everything is hidden. Like, you know, so many projects that I've seen, everything, you know, the
The
point
less is more.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, the point is where are your details coming in? You know, how is this project having its own personality with its details? Like, given the finishes, furniture, everything is fine, but where are the things that you're working on? You know, where is the time that you're spending in a site, and what have you done with the site? Basically, it's not about just finishing, painting, you know, doing the ceiling and just doing it. So I think that's what I think particularly makes, you know, your design come out. You know, I think
Correct.
maybe it's very easy for people to kind of oversee it. I think because maybe for y'all also it's not something, but only when we tell you that this is what we've done to hide this and this is what we've done to balance this, is when you actually feel like, oh, you know,
Correct.
yeah, this
Of
makes
course,
sense.
Or
right?
maybe while they
We are like
use it, then
laymen.
they
We
Yeah.
realize.
don't know. We can
Yes.
just see through, you know.
Exactly, but only for people like us, our job is to hide all of these things and how well to hide
which
it.
are ugly
And
things,
use
which are-
whatever space possible.
Yeah.
So what is the significance of synergy between innovation and evolution? Who's answering this first?
You want to answer this?
What is the significance of synergy between innovation and evolution?
I think both goes very hand in hand. Both is needed nowadays. There cannot be any single thing which you single day. We must evolve, and how you evolve yourself by thinking what you have done something in the past. What would be the next if you come across the same apartment? If it has been asked, आप design करिए now, there has to be what you have evolved. That is where I think you must realize that day by day learning is must. Be it you learn it from anywhere,
Yeah.
be it something like a simple small product or a small shopkeeper, they can teach you. A labor, they can teach you. But I think we must keep ourselves open to any ideas, and we must evolve in that sense. So I think there is no way out to hide that. You have to go through all evolution.
So for me, I feel like you can never stop learning in your life. The day
True.
you feel like you've stopped, I don't think you're going to evolve anymore. With your travels, wherever. It's just a very simple thing. You walk on the road, you probably
Yeah.
learn some two things that you probably don't observe. Um, Secondly, with innovation, technology, um, it's on you how much you want to use it and how much you don't want to use. Like, I think we come across a lot of examples, say clients will be like, you know, I want that finger thing happening, finger lock thing happening. It's a new thing right now. Or your Google, Alexa, everything. You know, that is, but how much do you want to do it and how much you want to be dependent on it as opposed to your personal evolution on like a, you know, like a layman's term. So there's always this sort of a, you know, battle between, like I still, use headphones with wires. I don't have AirPods and I don't think I'll ever will. But That's my choice, I think. But that's what I'm saying. It's there's gonna be evolution throughout, and there's gonna be so much innovation. Every day there's something new that's coming up.
True.
But it's honestly on you how much you
Your
want
choice,
to be dependent on it, how much you want to use it, and how much it's helping you in few ways. Of course, like hospitals, I agree everything. But as your daily habit, how much are you gonna be using it? So I think there's sort of a still that question mark, I think, but I think it's each to their own sort
So
of.
yeah, when you evolve something to the next step, it's definitely an innovation. When I think of something, okay, pehle simple sofa. Now you have the sofa which has the button and you have a nice recliner. It turns into a more comfort zone and everything. And now after that you have on remote. Okay, you don't have to even move your things. And now, so all these features are definitely both the things. People have innovative ideas. Nowadays you see this like lot of previously we had Nespresso coffee makers and bullets and everything. Now I think this year
There's a
they
whole
have
tap that has
launched
come out.
in Legacies,
Which
which is
will
like
give you
okay,
Nespresso.
What Karan had posted, right?
Correct.
On his,
Yeah.
Monster,
Something. Yeah.
yeah, so you have
New
bullets
coffee
in,
machine,
so you put
like a
bullets
tap.
in that, and that spout itself gives you with a nice, good looking, soft, and
Yeah.
touch, and everything you,
You
get,
get everything,
maybe one.
yeah.
So this is innovation.
But
This
I
is
still
new.
like my filter coffee.
So
Oh
yeah.
my god, I love filter
See,
coffee.
that's what I'm saying.
Listen, when you live in the heart of the city where you get the best filter coffee. Like we come all the way from Andheri for this filter coffee, you know that.
Yeah, so you know what I mean to say. Then
Yeah,
it's on
yeah,
you how
it's-
much you
So
want
that is
to.
you are rooted.
Yeah,
So
like
that
I'm
is
very
a-
like 60-year-old. Yeah. like old things.
Old school.
Old school very much.
But
yes.
still, I think, when it comes to the thought process from what I'm hearing, the questions which Shola answering, one question has two answers. There is a difference in thought, as in you are modern in your thinking also.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know if we have a time to continue.
Yeah. Talking of the practice and expertise of professionals across international borders, what is your outlook? I wanted to say that Sonam, you answer now first.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm going to repeat the question. Talking of the practice and expertise of professionals across international borders, what is your outlook?
See, I think they're extremely professional, but they have that balance, work-life balance. That's something that we lack, for sure. But so my brother's in Canada right now and he works in a company, and Thursday is the last day of the week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're chilling, and I'll be like, doing what? I'll be like, what? I honestly would never do it. Like
Yeah.
in office.
We
or
don't know what that
anything.
is. We don't know what that is.
Yeah,
We are like at 11 p.m. also answering a client.
Like you're available 24/7.
I
Like
know.
maybe Sundays not so much anymore, I guess. But at least till Saturday evening, I suppose we do.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? I don't understand this. And then when we went to I think Milan, I think we've been to Paris, and the thing is, no matter how big a bill you're making with them, if it's 6 o'clock, come tomorrow, my office is shutting. Now, when I'm thinking about all of these things, you look at their political standing at the moment. They're so rigid, and they want that work-life balance. They want to stop, like one like Friday being an off or whatever. I don't know how much they work and how much are they giving. Whereas we are a country that's literally booming at the moment. Everybody wants to invest in our country. Everybody wants to do things in our country. It's because we are so available all the time.
Yeah.
And we are less rigid, we are flexible, and I think it's something I feel really proud when I go to these countries and be like, you know what, we are coming to your countries and designing for you all.
Yeah.
I feel
Seems
good because I'll be
amazing.
like,
But I think right balance is needed equally.
I
The
agree.
work plus the
So,
other things.
sorry to interrupt, but when you were our age, you would have never said this.
Yeah.
So let's not get there.
Okay.
This is something I will discuss later. But it is a sad thing when our parents tell us, you should calm down.
Yeah.
Because you all didn't calm down, next
Yeah.
We have seen you all just killing it and how.
Absolutely.
We have never seen, we don't even know what is a break.
Yeah.
No. whether it is a gadi ka break or it is taking a
Face on the
break.
lap.
You all don't know. That is never a part of your agenda because you all didn't know. You all were just going, and going for it. Which is why, the children today we are so blessed that, we have seen our workaholic parents.
And that's why we
exactly
feel.
like
And that's why what we are.
Sumit himself, we have seen.
He's
that.
my workaholic husband.
Yes. True. And same is like both the kids now, yours. They like
That's
say-
word.
Yeah.
Thank God.
But,
But,
it's
you know,
Very
really-
important.
But I just came across this quote recently which said that, if you want to start buying something without looking at the price, you start working without looking at the clock. And I absolutely agree. to
I
that.
agree with it too. It's not going to happen otherwise.
True.
There's going to be
If you
no
count
aspiration
hours, yeah.
value, nothing.
No, I think everyone, we must learn one thing, one word, which is your passion. It has to be there. Then, if you have this, you will not look at to the clock. You will not look at to the other
Correct.
things. You are very much on your passion.
Do what you love and love what you do.
Exactly.
Perfect. So, any particular architect, designer whose work you most admire and would love to collaborate with?
You want to say?
India.
India,
abroad?
of course, I have always. I think I can say it was my Eklavya and he was Drona. If you know that, unfortunately I could not work under him, Mr. Noshik Talati.
Okay.
The one man I would respect in our entire industry for various reasons. I can talk on and on for him.
Uh-huh.
And by this small regret about that I could not work under him for some reason. But yes, I still believe he was the game changer. And still, that Mr. Noshir Talati had that most respected name in the field of interiors. Maybe architects, there may be another lot of good names which I respect them and they are there. But for interiors, if anyone has to be given the credit, which is, I remember long back when he had given one interview where he was saying that we have only scratched the surface. Now the main thing is still to come. And then I realized what he meant, that what was that. And today also, if we, the entire industry of interior, if it has dramatically changed, moved to next level, it's just this one man, I would say, in India.
Amazing.
Abroad, there are a lot many good architects, and I'm sure everyone from Japan's Tadao Endo, Kengo Kuma, and all these architects, to various people from Western world to the America and everyone, they are there. Everyone has their significant presence in the field and what they have taught to us. But yes, that Sonam can tell you much better. But yes, I think I would be seeing them. I keep inspiring myself and seeing their wow factor, what they have done. Really, really amazing work. And I really say yes. We are blessed to be in the best of the field the humankind have. The most creative, most constructive field we are in, where a small thought, Frank Lloyd thought of one small thing while doing the house, that why the kitchen has to be enclosed and why it can't be. And then the first time introduced with the open kitchen, and imagine the total social impact on it, that in the Western world, but in India nowadays, husband and wife both are working. There a time when your wife or you yourself is cooking in the kitchen, you are talking to them, you are in connect with them, you are seeing them. It has become so much connectivity of us. The kitchen is now no more a hidden part, but it is
Yeah.
more open platform. Our out of 365 days, most of the days we have our meal in the kitchen where we have a dine it and you sit together. My wife is cooking or my mother is there, and you are like, it is my second living room kind of thing. So a small step, sometimes a small thought, can really bring a big change in your social impact. This is how it is.
Um, So, okay, so if Dad wasn't an interior designer, I would be still working with Nozawadia.
Oh, is it? So you started your
Yeah. So, I think I came back from London, and then Dad was like, one person you should go to is Nozawadia. So his only thing was that you'll learn the abuses and everything, but apart from that, I think you
Yeah,
get
she
to learn
was in a
something.
Parsi school, so anyway, those words were not
Not
something
new.
new. Part and parcel of the life, I think. So.
And then Noza took my interview, my first salary, I remember 5,000 I started. And he's like, how will you come? So I was like, I don't have a figure. Don't come in the car and drive. Take a bus and come.
How
You know,
nice.
is what he's told me. And 9 to 6 was his thing. I would reach on time, I would stay back late. I think I learned a lot from him. I think I took up most of his Alibag projects. I did like some 10, 12 projects. And, you know, I was there only for a year. But I think whatever I learned was so good. Like, in fact, he started giving me projects on his own, like with me, and he liked teaching me. I wanted to learn so many things from him. And then one thing I learned from him, he's like, you know, Sonam, whatever you do, make it look sexy.
Yes. Yeah.
And I totally agree. You know, like sometimes when I'm stuck, you know, like he's obviously there, like it's my blood. But then sometimes I'll be like, how do I make this sexy, you know? But yeah, I
That's
think,
so
yeah.
sweet. That's cute,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. So of course, Naushad Talati is one thing, but Nauzer Wadia, Rumi Shroff, like these were the fundamental and that and understand that what they had done is something really incredible. It's really super. So I think most of our interior field, the credit goes to those Parsi architects and interior designers to really change the entire scenario.
Yeah.
Complete ideology of interior. I think we must have a thanks to this entire community first, even as of
Absolutely.
now. And
He made
then-
me work on one bathroom I worked on for 3 months. He made sure first bathroom tore on my face, second tore, same bathroom. He's like, make it, make it, make it, make it. And then I think I didn't know he kept my first drawing, okay? And then I came and with my 12th change or something, I went to him and he compared. He's like, now do you know the difference? And then I started making drawings exactly how he wanted me to make. And every time he would be like, look at these drawings, they're so beautiful. But, you know, I think
Make them
Yeah.
sexy.
absolutely, absolutely.
Many years ago, I think 2 years ago, you guys did the beautiful installation at Acetech.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
Smokehouse
was
everywhere.
really outstanding. It was one of the
Thank you very
most beautiful
Thank you.
installations that we've had at Acetech. So what plans do you have of working on projects like these, which are like just installations? Are you planning to do any more in the coming year with
We would
Acetech?
love to. Yes, we would love to. I think after that, I think we really got busy, and especially for that particular installation.
What was your inspiration behind that? It was like one beautiful piece. I couldn't believe it. I thought, like, when you see such pieces, th- I felt like something like in Chicago or in New York. It was
I
that
think
kind
that
of
was
an
Frank
installation.
Gary's inspiration was there to go with something metallic, and we just got those laminated material which is used for the packaging of most of our day-to-day things. You open a Lay's potato chips and everything. The material is that. So this material, yeah. So that material with that, and of course my senior associate Janak, he came up with this something wow. And I said, Janak, it's very difficult material to handle it. It's so much like it goes off, it slips off, and it's not so easy. दोनों ने कुछ करेगा, हम लोग कुछ ना कुछ करेगा. And somehow first we made a small miniature with that small material. We called for it, and then it was pros and cons. I think then it was on order, and I
beautiful.
must say yes, Janak had put all complete thing on
But
that. He
it
worked
was-
hard on it. That he was the
was
one.
very well done.
Yes, he was the one behind it.
What do you have to say about Acetech?
Acetech is okay. I'm gonna go first because he's gonna go for a long time.
I think one fine day Sadarji Sumit Gandhi is coming and with 5-6 chicks around him and coming to my office and sitting right across and Kiran, we want to move ahead with this. We need you in our things, and you need to guide us. How we go, who should be our speakers, all that things. And believe me, that time, I think with Sumit was Aman, and then Viraj, and still one more, I think. So these all team, and I think I was surely in a that we always depend and we look forward on foreign people over there. Why can't we have something of our own? And that time, right time, Sumit had strike the note that yes, we can do something. Of course, the venue and everything was to the limitations, whatever best in Bombay. I think from over the years, it has evolved to the next level. And I must say that now all other exhibitions and all this is happening, but the first most pioneer was definitely Acetech, and I can see the differences there. The platform, the size, the various varieties and various known uh, things which is you knowing. I think Acetech has really put the entire industry that yes, boss, this is also a one good thing that must be done. Previously, I think society or something they used to do held, and then there was index. But I think to respect to everyone, but Acetech has grown to the next level.
Thank
Really, it has been integral part of every architect, every interior designers, every fraternity people, directly or indirectly connected. It is a must watch. It's a must to see at least. And you will definitely see that your day or 2 day or whatever you spend time is not gone wasted. It's worth it.
Thank you. Thank you. What about you, Sonam? What is your take on Acetech?
Acetech, I think, I don't know if I visited the first one, maybe the second one. We'd done that whole booth
No.
of it, or the silver chair with the whole black thing.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I was
yes.
a part of that production. It was all very new, very overwhelming. But I think I would compare it with like a Salone would go, and then in like Bombay this would happen. It would be that.
Thank you.
The scale massive. Um, I think it's not only just regional. It's more like a full
Yeah.
like an Indian
It's like entire
thing. I know
integrating
like
entire India
people
now.
from Baroda would come down. So people from Surat come down. I know people from everywhere who actually Bombay, they come only. Other places they might go, but I think Bombay, everyone does make an effort to come on these dates, and it's massive. Recently, I think my father-in-law also went. He was super impressed, and obviously with all the facilities that you give us, thank you. I think my father-in-law was blown. He was like, "What is this?" And he's into this chemical industry, chemical trading. And he met like people in tires and everything, and he actually met all the owners, what we were speaking about before, and he was like, wow, this is amazing. He's like, I've never been over here before. So it's not only just uh, designers and people. I think people from every walk of life, they do attend
They
it.
do attend.
It's open to everyone. It's not only just us only, or like a certain like student community or anything.
No.
I think it's just everybody. It's fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonam. Thank you, Kiran sir. Thank you for being a part
Thank
of
you
What
for
We Talk with Balvi.
having
I hope
us.
you enjoyed it.
It was fantastic.
It's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for watching.